Greetings, everyone!
My name is Aldrin Wayange.
Brian Arada.
Iron Pearl Maseñas.
And John Mark Altihar.
Today, we are here to explain to you the challenges of Filinnials and Millenials.
But first, we would like to explain to you the different generations.
The Center of Generational Kinetics mentioned 5 generations, which are the traditionalists, baby boomers, Generation X, Generation Y, and Generation Z, that presently make up our society and specifies birth years for each generations. Filinnials is just a term used to denote the Filipino millennials.
Now, before we explain those generations one by one, we would like to ask some people on how they describe each other generation.
Ate, pwede po kayong ma-interview?
Sige lang po.
Pangalan po?
Sophia Joyce Garcia po.
Okay, so ito po yung katanungan ko. Para po sa inyo, ano po yung mga characteristics ng mga traditionalist at baby boomers? Yung year po ng pinanganak sila ay 1945 above.
Base sa mga napapanood ko at sa mga documentaries at saka sa mga stories, ganyan. Yung style ng panliligaw sa kanila, kailangan yung lalaki pumupunta sa bahay, nangaharana. Kumbaga may formal na process. Hindi katulad ngayon na pwede mo lang i-chat, ganyan. Diba parang sobrang bilis na ngayon na magkaroon ng relationship. At saka yung babae hindi pwedeng mahawakan. Once na mahawakan mo yung babae, dapat papakasalan mo na siya. At saka noon din, uso din yung mga fixed marriage.
Traditionalists are those who were born between 1927 and 1946, and their average in age is from 75 to 80 years old. Sila ang mga lolo sa pinakalolo natin sa panahon ngayon. Kalimitan sa kanila ay mga retiro na sa pagtatrabaho o di kaya ay nag-aalaga na ng kanilang mga apo. Based kay Sally Kane, isang attorney, editor at writer, traditionalists are also known as the silent generation because children of this era were expected to be seen and not heard. Ibig sabihin, sa panahon nila, mahirap ang pakikipagkomunikasyon dahil sa panahon ito ay tahimik lamang ang buhay ng tao. Lumaki sila noon sa giyera, kasama na ang Great Depression at World War II. Noong kapanahunan nila, sila ang isa sa mga katangi-tanging mga sa buhay dahil sa panahon ngayon ay wala pang teknolohiya or in other words, you need to work manually. Itinuturing nilang isang pribilehiyo ang trabaho at benefit ito sa kanila kasi itinuturing silang pinakamayamang henerasyon. Tulad nga ng sinabi ni Ate Sofia, ang mga tao sa mga panahong iyon ay matyaga, may lakas ng loob, loyal, mataas ang pagrespeto sa kapwa, matipid at mas pinagtutuunan ng tradisyon. Baby boomer, a term used to describe a person who was born between 1946 to 1964. They are often the focus of marketing campaigns and business plans. Mga ipinanganak sila pagkatapos ng World War II at they were called baby boomers because after the war, soldiers had time to create family and create an increased number of population in US alone. This is where businesses are made and wages increase. Panahong tinuturuan ng mga tao sa pagnenegosyo. Longest living generation in history, boomers are the forefront of what's been called a longevity economy. According to a recent AARP bulletin, baby boomers spend 7 trillion per year on goods and services. Many boomers today with an average age of 55 to 72 years old are retired or retiring. Due to medical and scientific miracles, many are still strong, healthy, and with great intellect. Their nemesis in idleness or simply doing nothing, and the people in this generation in the Philippines is super strict. During their hair days, and up until the technological revolution, the boomers were the wealthiest and most successful people in the workplace.
Sabihin mo yung
Kuya, pwede magtanong?
Teka lang. Sige, mamaya na lang. Ano yun?
May tanong lang po ako, pero bago po yan, ano pong pangalan nyo?
Ako si Lloyd Flores.
Ano po, ang tanong ko po, ano pong karakteristik ng mga Generation X o mga pinanganak noong 1965?
Ay, syempre mga 1965, mga makikisig yan. Mga mahilig silang makipag-interact sa iba't ibang tao. At
through mahilig sila may pag-communicate sa sa mga kaibigan nila, tapos pinapahalagahan nila mga pamilya nila, yung parang family first. Parang sila yung bilang mga tito natin, mga Gen Z, mga tito na natin yung mga yan eh. May pinapahalagahan nila yung mga kabataan na oy, may tiwala ako sa iyo sa pagdating ng panahon, makakadating ka rin sa future mo. Parang sila yung nagmo-motivate sa aming mga Gen Z. Kumbaga 1965 is a very beautiful decade nga naman, dahil mga golden hearts ang mga Gen X.
Maraming salamat po, kuya.
Maraming salamat din.
Generation X, called the middle child of generation, includes American born between 1965 and 1980, defined by the collapse of communism in the Soviet Union, AIDS epidemic, the rise of MTV, and emergence of personal computers, or in other words, this generation is where technology started to bloom, but disease also started to create an epidemic to people. For their characteristic, as what Kuya Lloyd said, they are described as independent, flexible, values work or life balance, achievement-oriented, have strong technical skills, entrepreneurial, naturally questioning of authority, figures and are not intimidated by them, and individualistic.
Kuya, pwede ba mag-interview? Ano pa pangalan nyo?
Ako si Ivan.
Tatanong ko lang po kung ano po ang characteristics nyo sa Millenials taon 1997 to 1995.
Characteristics ng millennials para sa akin, masayahin, simple, yun lang, mga nasa lugar na go with the flow lang, mga ganun lang, simpleng tao lang, masayahin, maasahan, at palakaibigan.
Yun lang. Thank you po, Kuya. Salamat po sa oras. Generation Y, also known as Millennials. Those people who born from 1977 to 1995 and now which has an average of 41 above. Generally, the children of baby movers and all their Generation X people. This generation is where the birth of internet and create rapid technology change. They are described as technology savvy, adaptable to change, able to multitask, high education, opinionated, demanding, trustworthy, friendly, and more open to change that Kuya Ivan mentioned. The millennial generation is said to have a stronger sense of entitlement growing up in an environment of linear consumer goods. Despite continuing economic uncertainty, this generation's access to that internet means its members to get more information in their fingertips, which means more opportunities. So this generation is not as religious as previous one.
Sir, excuse me po. Pwede po ba matanong?
Ano yun?
Ano pong pangalan muna nila?
Neil.
May isang katanungan lang po sa inyo, pwede po ba?
Sige, ano yun?
Sa tingin niyo po, ano na po ba ang karakteristik ng Gen Z ngayon na pinanganak ng 1996 hanggang ngayon?
Ano? Katangian nila yung nakikisabay sa uso, maganda mananamit, tsaka passion. Gusto lagi nila yung mga nasa mall, yung mga ganyan. Tsaka puro internet ang pinagkakasisiyan mo naman.
So, yun lang po.
Yun.
Maraming salamat po. Gen Z, or also called the Centennials, refers to young people who were born between 1996 until the present. Their older member are roughly 22 years old and graduating college or have already started their first job. This generation stand out from the previous generation for a ton of reasons. Generation Z are passionate and ambitious individual. They are adaptive people who are willing to learn new skills that can help with their life and career. Gen Zers are also the true digital natives with 68% of Filipino Gen Zers confident in their tech savviness. They adapting the advanced technology that makes them great candidates for entry-level positions where only minimal experience is necessary. Gen Zers are more comfortable and mindful of talking about social issues with their peers. Young Gen Z professionals find it pleasant to work in companies that value diversity, push for inclusion, and establish a positive company culture that acknowledges social issues and promotes equality inside and outside the workplace. Thanks to digital media, more and more cause-driven project and awareness initiative can reach audience, especially the young ones. Because of the 60% of Generation Zers want jobs that enable them to make a change, they are ready for global standard, shape influential behavior, gain more technological involvement in work, create more collaborated work environment, and they are the generation prepared for the future new generations of the world.
Realizations. So after we explained the following generations, we concluded that each generation has their way of adjusting themselves to our modern world and how changes were developed, especially when technology made its way to human history, that we're still improving until this present generation. Each era has their own terms of adapting changes when it comes to values of each people in different ages, how they can relate to those people who's old and who's young, and how those matured people encourage everyone by telling their true life events that can teach values and cultures to where they come from and who they are. The enhancement of people living depends on what they've been encountered most of the time, especially the old people, where they let themselves mix norms, beliefs, and especially traditions to the young ones, who's not yet experienced what life is all about that history made them to be. So to relate it to our conflict of generations, Millennials is the best generation so far because this was the time the challenges are instantly balanced. The people of this generation is more educated and well-mannered. They were the first one who used the glimpse of technology, which is the internet, that created a massive change, and they were more open and can adjust to what technology can bring, because they are the ones who can relate the most about it. The only challenges can be given to this topic for millennials, including Filinnials, is that how they can share and give ideas, especially about their opinions. Like in a workplace, because we are in a multi-generations and each people has their own perceptions about certain issues and topics.